Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 4
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out, y'all.
Sway in the morning, shade 4 or 5. You know what? It's nothing like feeling good in the morning when you first wake up. That's what music is supposed to do, Heather B.
No doubt.
Set the tone for the day. I was so excited coming home from Japan. Haven't even slept yet.
Right.
First thing I thought of is, who are the guests on the show today? I got to make sure I get back for this one. I sat and watched her movie that she actually produced and directed. And I was thinking, wow, this woman has come so far from when I first met her. And I first met her on Dawson's Creek.
1998, baby.
Damn, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, special time for television.
I saw her do a lot more projects, but I think the next one that really stuck with me, and DB, maybe you could chime in on this one, was Batman Begins.
Ooh.
One of your favorite ones, right?
Rachel Dawes.
Yes. Then Heather, you liked her. You pointed this out this morning.
Ray Donovan, baby.
Ray
All day.
Donovan.
Paige was a beast.
Okay. And then Tracy G, there was a few things, how she shaped and molded your life you wanted to share with her today. And so the reason why we played that music is to put her in a good mood before this psycho fan hits you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was a stan. I would have definitely been an episode of MTV Fanatic. I had my entire closet had your face on it. My mom was like, I don't understand how the first person you idolize is this white girl, but okay, fine. For my 13th birthday, my cookie cake said, #1 Katie Holmes fan.
Are you kidding?
Bro, no. I know. It's so strange. I'm telling you, shout out to Manifestation.
I love it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Holmes is here.
Turn up.
But go ahead, Tracy. I'm going to let you get that moment. Go
I
ahead.
know, it's just lots of things, man. Embarrassing, but we got to be truthful. I would go to a mall, the Nanny Rent Mall in Rockland County, shuffle my way into the WB store, look as, far from incognito as possible, and I would jack some Dawson Creek magnets in my back pocket.
You stole?
Heather...
It's called stealing. Don't try to find a new SAT word.
But
You didn't borrow the shit.
Hold up. She stole in the name of Katie Holmes.
Yes, thank you, Sway.
Katie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Does that freak you out when you hear these fan stories?
No, I think that's so cool and nice, and I
Yeah.
mean, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Joey Potter was everything, because I would watch Dawson's Creek
Oh, jeez.
with
Here
a
we go.
dictionary in my lap. Like, I had never seen anything on television where, like, kids in high school were portrayed as really smart. Everything was just super basic. And I was like, oh, this woman is phenomenal.
Okay, great,
And
Katie. All
that's not to
Thank
say
you
it.
for coming by, Katie. I appreciate you.
Should have let Tracy do the intro.
So let me ask you this. I saw you. We were all kind of rocking and swerving and dabbing to Kanye West together. What did you grow up listening to?
Oh, my first concert was Whitney Houston.
Oh, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, it was downhill from there. Whitney Houston.
I know. I loved her so much.
Yeah.
And Janet Jackson and Madonna.
Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you used to like to emulate the Rhythm Nation movements? And
I loved that so much that my dad got me a mirror for the basement so I could have my own dance room.
wow.
And I would work on my Rhythm Nation moves.
Yeah.
And I thought I really was her.
Uh-huh.
But luckily, I didn't record it.
You didn't record it. Yeah. What about rap music? You into hip hop?
I've always loved Kanye.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it, huh? Katie, look to your left. You see that picture right there?
Well, no. I mean, I love Eminem.
Okay, there you go. All right, yeah.
But I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
So,
Okay, yeah.
so I mean, that's an obvious, of course.
Yes, Eminem. And I know you're from Ohio. I'm from Oakland, California, the Bay Area. I'm not sure how much you follow sports, but I just want to get your take on the NBA Finals last year with the Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Cavaliers ended up winning. But there was a particular game where Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors got, suspended for no reason that I think led to the Cavaliers win. Do you feel like it was unfair to the Golden State Warriors.
I feel like I'm walking into something that I will not be able to get myself out of.
Back away slowly, Kate.
I feel like I know what's happening
you
here.
should-
And I am a LeBron fan.
Oh, okay.
I am from Ohio.
Right.
Okay.
But I feel you.
Yeah.
And I
They leave it right there. Okay. She says she feels
I feel like we would be talking about that the whole show.
No, because
Which is cool.
Okay,
which is cool.
so
I can handle that.
Okay, so when you say you
But I think you're wrong.
Take over.
all right, man. All right, I just wanted to get that out the way. Thank you, Katie, for now I know how you really feel. All We Had is the name of the movie. Is in theaters on December 9th. That's this Friday. That's this Friday. Directed and produced by you. And, I got a chance to watch the movie, and I want to talk about that and open up the phone lines as well. 888-742-3345. Katie Holmes is here. Shade 45. Hey, man, this is a good movie. It's called All We Had. That was Katie Holmes and Stefania Owen.
Yes.
Ruthie and Rita. And it's an interesting story about a mother and a daughter who are living on the edge of poverty, and the trials and tribulations they face trying to find a place they could call home, and the things they have to do. Some of these things I could relate to, having struggled in my early life. Now I'm doing good, though, Heather. I'm doing good. Round of applause.
That's
All
right.
I'm not doing bad. I can tell you that. Just came back from Japan. Couple of things about this movie. I'm stunting in front of Katie Holmes. I got to stunt. Katie's here.
Came back.
Go for yours.
This is interesting because, number one, perhaps you have, but I haven't seen it. This is really the first time I saw you playing a character that's broke, poverty-stricken. And one of my favorite scenes in this movie, because, and I'm going to ask you why you decided to tell this story, but there's a scene where you guys are, matter of fact, the scene we just played, you guys are coming out of a diner, you and your daughter, and you guys got a hustle that you run. You kind of eat, and then you cut out. We've all done that. We've all ran out of Denny's before.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, Pizza Hut, yours?
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
And then you drive off, and then the car breaks down, and then Katie Holmes does something I've never seen you do on screen. You say, "Fuck!" Yo!
It felt good.
Did it feel good? Was it liberating?
Well, yes. Yes.
It was, right? I mean, you curse like a sailor in this. And it sounds very convincing.
Well, yeah. It wasn't my first time.
Oh, was it your first time? Yeah, okay. Well, okay, that's that question. What made you want to tell this story?
I read this. Well, I wanted to direct a film, and I went to the book department at my agency looking for material, and they gave me a pile of books, and this was one that I read, and it was that line that we just heard where Ruthie said, superheroes drive broken down cars, and they take their kids with them everywhere. I just felt like that spoke to not just mothers and daughters, but it's a very human feeling. It's just this, it just reminded me of the way that I grew up and values that I grew up with. And I felt like this story had a lot of really good characters that were all struggling, but they had heart. And what I love about Rita and Ruthie is that they just keep going. Shit hits the fan, and they keep going, and they keep finding good things, even though they get into trouble and they make a lot of mistakes. They never give up. And I thought that was like, a powerful message to put out there.
Okay. Their relationship is really interesting to me because I know you have a daughter, and I have a daughter too.
How old's your daughter?
My daughter's 18, goes to NYU, and I've talked about her a lot because I have to learn to adjust and adapt to her growing up and some of the things she likes and she's going to get into. And then you see these two characters, like your daughter, saw you get violated, as a younger age. You know, your daughter saw you go through your character. Your daughter saw you go through different boyfriends at a younger age. You know, and you're very open about it. You know, there's nothing you're not hiding from your daughter. Is that the kind of relationship you hope to have outside, you know, with your real daughter, with Siri?
Well,
would you share all those things with her?
I think that, you know, what I liked that aspect of these two characters because it's very non-traditional. And Rita does share all of this stuff with her daughter, not necessarily because she wants to. She just doesn't really know any other way, and she doesn't. They're just with each other all the time, and they don't have. I mean, they have a house eventually, but it's just kind of the way that it's been. No, I wouldn't have that.
No,
I don't have that kind of.
I was going to say, where do you draw the line? Because I talked about that, you know, sex with my daughter when she was younger. It was easier younger than it is now.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Oh, you don't want to hear her responses.
I don't want to hear it.
She got a lot. Right.
Okay.
Not sure if I'm ready for that. You know.
You know, Katie, I wanted to ask you, I was saying earlier while the music was playing how much I loved Ray Donovan, you know, and I think for me, the first time me seeing you be super grimy was as Paige. And it was refreshing, but I was like also rooting for you in this weird, twisted kind of way. I don't know, like the man was married. Like she was so foul as Paige, but I loved her. What made you attracted to that character and wanted to play her and get into a dark series like Ray Donovan initially?
Well, I've been a fan of that show, and I like sort of the underbelly of a society, and this, you know, Ray is such a fixer, and Paige. I mean, the creator of the show kind of pitched me what this character was going to be, and I liked the fact that she wore braces and we didn't really know why. And that she was part of this world that she was desperately trying to establish herself and her own power within her family and with Ray, and she was flawed. And I always think it's really fun to play such flawed people because, you know, who isn't? And
we just said that. Yeah, the imperfections is what makes us relatable. Yeah,
Imperfections.
Yeah, imperfections in life make you relatable to other people, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Going back to
Katie Holmes doesn't have any imperfections.
oh yeah.
Yeah? Give me one. One, Katie. One imperfection.
prove it.
One. Can't think
Always
of it.
got to put your best foot forward, don't we?
There you go.
Okay.
Don't need to advertise that.
Don't you right? Don't let them know it's behind the curtain. All right,
Going back to what Sway was talking about, the dynamic, the mother-daughter dynamic of Ruthie and Rita, and I thought I saw another theme within that with the importance of autonomy and being a woman. And your daughter in the film, at some point, she didn't want to move into another man's home. You know what I mean? And there's very much this reminder to be independent, not to lean on a man. And as a woman yourself, obviously, and also a mother of a daughter, how important is it that women not be dependent on men?
I mean, I think it's sort of that's so general, but I think that what I appreciate about, you know, we were talking like the way that I grew up and the role models that I had, you know, it was Janet Jackson, it was Madonna, it was this female empowerment. And I always grew up thinking that I could do anything. I was absolutely going to have a job. I was going to take care of myself. And that it just, luckily, that was my mindset. I think that with recent events, all of us women took a little bit of a hit, and it hurt. And I think it is important, to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself and not depend on anyone. You know, you really have to take care of yourself. And if you, I mean, I think that's huge, and as well as, you know, education.
Absolutely.
Because she was a 4.0 student.
Oh,
you
right,
know,
yeah.
Katie Holmes was,
I'm a stand.
What you get on your SAT? Yeah.
13.
You mean you don't know?
1,310.
I did work very hard.
You
for
worked
that.
hard to get that.
I did those courses
Yeah.
to raise it.
That's you're smart. All right, hold on. BB got a question, man. He's our movie guy.
Yeah, because one of the other aspects of All We Had that I really enjoyed was that it also touches on either people who come to your aid while you're at your lowest point, or situations that you see, whether it's karma, fate, however you want to describe it, and really taking advantage of that. Have you ever had someone come to you and just really like bail you out of a situation, or just like a fate type of situation the way Rita did, where she just recognized it instantly, like, this is what I'm supposed to be at, this is what I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that about the movie. That was one of the things that I was drawn to with this story, is you have, the character of Pam, who Rita watches get attacked and raped, and Pam just shuts down and, basically gives away her power after that. And they have a nice healing moment. And what I liked about that for Rita is it took Rita out of her own head of like, oh, I have all these problems and, poor me. And it allowed her to help somebody else. And I think that, Rita does have those moments in the movie where she recognizes, oh, I should be here, or this person's helping me out, or these angels. And absolutely, I've had that in my life. Definitely in this business. I wouldn't be here were it not for so many people who have paid attention and given me a shot. And one of those people was my producer on this, Jane Rosenthal. She's been a dear friend, and I optioned the book, and I said, Jane, will you produce this? And she started the Tribeca Film Festival, and she said, absolutely. And for her to say that, it's, that was a really big deal, and she was an incredible producer. And yes, yeah. And it makes you want to do that for other people.
Right.
All right, Katie Holmes is here, man. I got to get one of these callers on, man. Charlotte, we're going to go to Charlotte, North Carolina. JR, what up, man?
Yo, Jay, to the
JR, hey, Jay. What's up, man? Say hello to Katie Holmes, man.
What's up, Katie? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I really love the show. I'm good. I'm an actor as well, an actor, MC. I've been doing it a while. And I guess right now my head's been stuck in this approach towards my acting and how I can get better. Trying to get to your level. But what I'm curious about mostly is your aesthetic, your approach throughout the years, how you've come to approach your characters, whether it's from the outside in, inside out, more of like a method. From
what is your acting method, Katie Holmes? Okay,
I got deep.
I work with an acting coach, and I kind of go from the inside out, I will say. And it takes me a while to get to know a character, and sometimes I will take pictures, or I'll draw pictures, or I'll paint pictures, and I just find different sources of inspiration that will, kind of inform something to me about the character. And, you just have to keep going. You just have to keep watching movies, keep being inspired, read a lot of books, read a lot of scripts, keep doing it.
All right. Hey, thanks for your call, JR. You're a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning.
All right, before you go, Katie, we will be remiss if we didn't play this game with you that we set up.
Uh-oh.
And it's called
Battle of the Best TV Teen Dramas.
Woo!
Okay, you're rich, you're famous, and you're probably pretty good at what you do.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
But we want to know who you would pick between the greatest matchups of all time. It's the Battle of the Best on Sway in the morning.
That boy is good.
This is serious business right here, Katie Holmes. So here's how it's going to work. You pick two shows out of this mystery sack right here, and then you got to pick which show you think was the all-time best.
Pick two at a time.
All right.
Read it out loud.
Okay. This is serious business. Tracy, look at Tracy sitting on the edge.
Do I say the shows?
Yes.
The Wonder Years or Salute Your Shorts?
God damn. That's a random wild one.
Salute your shorts.
Come on, Nickelodeon, you gotta be up on it. Whatever.
I was paying rent when that was
Whatever.
out. I know that.
I don't know
that.
Salute You Short.
Me either.
That's an easy win.
Wonder Years.
Wonder Years.
But I would have said that anyway. I love the Wonder
Yeah, the
Years.
Wonder Years was
Yeah,
great.
I mean-
All right, number 2.
So
Oh.
Salute You Short.
Yes.
Salute your shorts. What the hell was?
I needed a 10th one, okay?
I loved it.
Saved by the Bell or Keenan and Kel?
I needed a 9th one, all right?
What?
Said he need a 9th one. Saved by the Bell or Keenan and Kel?
Keenan.
No Screech.
Sorry, Screech.
Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Okay.
Screech is
Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Degrassi?
Damn.
Do right with that WB lineup.
I know. Buffy.
Sorry,
Buffy the
Drake.
Vampire. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Last
Wheelchair
one?
Jimmy.
Last one. This is the last one. He said, sorry, Drake.
Oh, Gossip Girl. Boy Meets World.
You don't even have to read that.
Shut up.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah, hey. Oh, man. Come on, who doesn't love Blair?
Tell me why you love Gossip Girl.
Oh, that was one of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah, because I used to watch Gossip Girl, Charmed, all those, because my daughter.
Right.
So I watched the shows she watched. But then I became a bigger fan of the shows than she is. Yeah. We've had people from Saved by the Bell here, Gossip Girl, all the shows I like growing
Yeah,
up.
we love Blake
That's why
Lively.
you're here, Dawson's Creek. All right, Katie Holmes, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Very pleasurable time with you. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Congratulations on producing and directing All We Had. It's in theaters this Friday. You guys make sure you check it out. And much success to you.
Thank
okay?
you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Up next, we got
Chris Pratt.
Sway in the Morning.
It's Sway in the morning. Only on Shade 45.